I'm going to ask you, please, after the pledge, to remain standing as tomorrow is the 75th anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor, and the day after that was actually the 75th anniversary of our entering World War II. So a moment of silence after we have the pledge, please. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Keep standing.
Thank you. John, roll.
Graham Cassoon.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
John Francois.
Here.
Summers. Absent. Witt.
Here.
Kleiner.
Here.
Burr. Here. Massey.
Here.
President Rodriguez is absent. We have a quorum.
All right, approval of minutes for November 1st and for November 15th of this year. Motion,
So moved.
Alderman Kleiner, seconded by Alderwoman Ramkin-Soon. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Correspondence.
Okay, we have a letter from the Department of Public Service on the New York State Department of Public Service's winter outreach.
Received and filed.
From the Orange County District Attorney about the Immigrant Affairs Initiative.
Received and filed.
We have a email from Alex Smith to amend the penalty provision of the boarding house multiple dwelling permits.
And that's referred to Legislative Committee.
We also have a letter from the Middletown Fire Department on changing the annual fire department inspection parade.
Received and filed.
That is all for correspondence.
Okay. For the good of the city, anyone who would like to come forward, please come up to the mic. For the good of the city, speak whichever on your mind. Come on, Chief.
Thank you. Merritt Winter, Lake Avenue. On the Pearl Harbor thing, I've been on the Arizona Memorial, and if you can come away with that with dry eyes, you're not human. On a different issue, I use a infamous line from literature of Howden, not right. It was a dark and stormy night. On the way here, there was an individual in the street. Sidewalks were available, dark clothing, nearly impossible to see. If you must walk in the street, you need to have light-colored clothing, something reflective, and maybe even a light, and it might just save your life. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Okay. Remarks of department heads. Chris, please. Hey, Chris. All right, Chris, thank you. John?
Hey, it's hard to
Knew
keep
I
it-
was gonna do
It's hard to
that.
keep it short with all the great things going on. Quickly, we'll hit a bunch of things here. We did have our youth turkey trot. Big time thank you to the Middletown High School track team, their varsity coach Eric Hipsman. We probably had over 80, 90 kids running, with family members there, 200 people. Just a great event. And thank you to ShopRite for all the turkeys. It is Christmas time. As you know, we have a lot of special events going around, so nobody misses anything. I just want to throw out the dates. The next 2 Saturday mornings, we have Pictures with Santa Claus from 10 a.m. to noon, right at your Run for Downtown Park. We did the pets last Saturday. That was very successful. Letters to the North Pole. There are 5 mailboxes around town: City Hall, the Paramount, the library, Festival Square, the rec department. The last day to put letters in there is December 14th. We have hundreds. Santa's going to be busy. Santa's going to have to get some elves involved. So good luck to Santa Claus on that one. The Polar Express will be December 19th at the Paramount Theater. You can get tickets now. Doors will open at 5:30. The movie starts at 6 o'clock. We have a gingerbread building. That's going to be on the 14th at 5 o'clock at the Mulberry House. Or I'm sorry, it's going to be the 19th. The last day to sign up is the 14th. So please call the rec department with that information. And lastly, on the business end, last Wednesday, we had a design meeting with the new skate park, the company Spawn Ranch. Got the bid. The gentleman's going to be a pleasure to work with. We had about 17 people there. The majority of the people are in their late 20s to early 30s that used to skate Middletown all the time as kids. Even teenagers were there. Their big thing is they don't want it to be just a skate park. They want it to be a community space. They want it to be able to be used for farmer markets. They want it to be able to be used for night movies. They came up with some incredible ideas. They want to see a theme involved. They would like to stick with the railroad theme and some of the things they could do. They were talking about, even as some of this revitalization happens, is using some of the things in the old building. They would love to see railroad ties there, old rails there that they can actually grind on. Granite, marble, things they used to skate on when they were kids. And with things getting done, I think it's a great idea. So I'm very excited for that project. And I'm very excited to work with that company. And I thank the residents that have gotten involved, because without them, I don't think we'd be heading the vision that we are. And that's all I have tonight.
Any questions for Chris? Chris, thank you very much. John?
Just to let you know, December 20th is our last meeting of the year, and the first meeting of the year, which is our reorganization meeting, falls on January 3rd, which is the first Tuesday of the month. So that will be the reorganization meeting. That's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, John. All right, public hearings and grievances.
Okay, we have one public hearing tonight. It's for a 4-lot subdivision for 8, 10 to 12, and 16 Houston Avenue Extension. I'll read the notice of public hearing.
John's got laryngitis, and when we get into the voting later on, instead of going around, unless there's someone here that wants an individual vote, we will go, I'll ask who's in favor and who's not. So John doesn't have to read off everyone. He's not feeling well at all. Thank you. City of Middletown, notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given that the City of Middletown will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, December 6th at 2016, on or as near to 8 o'clock as possible. Common Council Chambers, second floor, 16 James Street, to hear any and all persons wishing to be heard on a proposed 4-lot subdivisions for 8, 10, 12-14, and 16 Houston Avenue Extension, Section 43, Block 5, Section 5, 6, 7, and 51.1. A full copy of the lot change plans is available at the City Clerk's Office, Room 12, at City Hall, 16 James Street, Middletown, New York. Any and all persons wishing to be heard will be given an opportunity to speak either for or against the lot line change by the order of the Common Council, John Numchuck, Clerk. And it was published November 21st and November 22nd, and it was on the city website. Please.
Hello, my name is Karen Emmerich. Yes.
Sorry, one other thing is your mailings. We need
Oh.
the proof of
Yes.
mailings. Please
I
hand it
have
in
them
just so
with
we
me.
have a proof.
Should I
Give
give
those
them
to
to
Karen,
Karen?
please.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Karen Emmerich. I'm with Lehman and Getz Engineering in Warwick. And the applicant tonight is proposing a subdivision. It's actually a lot line change where we are merging 5 lots into 4. The 5 lots were originally quite narrow, and he was asked by the city at one point to make the lots wider. So they've gone from 50-foot width to 75 width. And so now we're down to 4 lots. This is on Houston Avenue, by the way, just to make that clear.
All right, it's open to the public. Anyone from the public wish to be heard on this, for or against? No? Okay. Anyone from the council? All right, we're going to close the public hearing at 8:09 p.m. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Petitions and complaints.
Nothing this evening.
Remarks of the mayor, he's out of town. He sends his regrets that he can't be here. Remarks of Alderman. Alderman Burr.
Yeah, just little quick things. I want to thank Maria and her staff for a great night at Christmas tree lighting. It was well attended, and it just gets better and better. And one other thing is, my constituents are concerned, John, on the website, it says leaf pickup is only to December 9th. I presume we're going to do it until they're all picked up. If you want to change that, because on the website it says leaf pickup only till December 9th.
I think that was for the 4 wards
Oh, for
to
all-
finish. Then
okay.
after that, it's everybody.
All right, thank
So
you.
that's the way the Department of Public Works wanted it. So-
All right, thank you.
But I can change that if you want.
Yeah, they're just concerned that their leaves are not going to get picked up.
Stopped, yeah. It was just for the 4 wards
All right, thank you.
at that time.
Yep.
Alderwoman Ramkinsoon.
Good evening. in reference to Pearl Harbor Day, I can't help but think of my grandfather. He was a Navy gunner in the Pacific during World War II, and I think every day is a good day to remember our veterans and to thank them for their service. But days like December 7th, I think it hits home a little bit stronger. So I think it is important that if you have the time to thank a veteran and remember those that gave all to this country, that we should do that. As for business, the Neighborhood Watch, the meeting for December 13th is on. It will be at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. I just want everyone to know that is going to basically be the litmus test for the winter. We tend to have low to no attendance through January and February, so as of now, the next formally scheduled meeting will be for the second Tuesday of March after December 13th, and then we'll take it from interest at that point. And that is all I have. Have a nice couple weeks. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Johnson?
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Witt?
Thank you very much. A couple things. I also would like to echo Alderman Burr's sentiments on the tree lighting ceremony. Congratulations to everybody who was involved in that. I was unable to attend, but I heard it was a great evening. So that's one of those things that makes you proud to be a part of this city when we can provide that for people. I also am grateful for the work that our guys do, the DPW guys with the leaves and the snow the other day and just everything in general. I mean, not everyone always makes it easy on them with the leaves, but I do appreciate the fact that they do that for us. Our second ward meeting is going to be December 12th and at 7 p.m. right here. All are welcome to attend. And welcome to the folks from Middletown High School. You found that you made the good decision coming to this meeting instead of the school board meeting because it's much quicker.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Alderman Kleiner?
Thank you, Alderman Massey. I'm going to be a little long-winded tonight because we don't have department heads here and we've had a lot of things going on. I do want to thank all the people in Middletown who came out for the tree lighting. That kind of turnout makes everyone feel good about the community. There's a lot of excitement in downtown Middletown, so that was really nice to see. We had a press conference today. They had it at the Paramount with Jimmy Sturr, and he's going to be taping his TV show. That'll be March 31st, and then April 1st and April 2nd. They'll tape like 4 shows a day, plus a Christmas show, and it'll air for I think 13 weeks. So that's going to be an exciting happening, and you can go to the Paramount website and find out about getting tickets for that, and he'll announce who the guests will be, and you can see the press conference on Channel 20. So, tune in again and check it out. The governor did sign our sparkling devices legislation. He's going to allow Middletown to opt out of the opting in. So enjoy them for this New Year's, because after that, going forward, we're going to just blanket make the city much safer again. I believe everyone's going to support that. I was at the opening on Sunday for the exhibit at Orange Hall Gallery, the college and the Arts Council, and the Orange County Human Rights Commission always sponsors that show, and the kids do artwork on human rights. So if you get a chance to go to Orange Hall Gallery or Kaplan Hall in Newburgh, as we know that UN Declaration of Human Rights is being shredded in so many places around the world, and we need to be vigilant and we need to be aware, but those kids are really aware. So it's nice to see what they've done. The skate park meeting was terrific. There were so many good ideas, and everyone's aware of making it a positive thing for the community, having it fit in. They even talked about using some things where they used to skate at the old Thrall Library and incorporating some of that. But the ideas were terrific, and they're very aware of this is going to be a great looking park and a great place for people to be, whether they're skateboarding or no matter what they're doing. The downtown revitalization meeting, they had a joint meeting with the BID and the business owners. This was on November 30th, and it was terrific to see the turnout from the businesses downtown. The business owners said they would like to do this on a quarterly basis. all get together. They're so excited about what's going on in Middletown and looking for positive feedback. They had nothing but great things to say about the bid and how much the people helped them, and John and Maria, and so it's exciting to hear that, and they're wanting to come together and do that kind of meeting, in addition to the monthly bid meetings they have, and I thought that was a really good sign. The next DRI meeting is tomorrow at Thrall from 5 to 7. That's the one for the committee, so the public can sit in on that meeting, but it's basically the committee, and they've allowed the public to be involved. The next public input meeting for downtown revitalization is December 15th, and that's from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Senior Center. So if you have any ideas and you want to get involved in the process and you want to hear what people are excited about doing with that $10 million, that's the one you should come to, so please turn out for that. You have a half hour left, or a little more if you didn't vote on the school referendum tonight, so quickly get out and vote. And finally, tomorrow at the American Legion Post at 10 a.m., they will be having a service for Pearl Harbor. We'll all miss John Nelson. He, with his Pearl Harbor hat, what a great guy he was and the stories he told. But if you can be there and support their remembrance, particularly on the 75th anniversary for people who lived through that, and my parents, Pearl Harbor was such a seminal event, and we should be aware of it, and we should all pause to think about it. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Take a breath, Jerry. Alderman Jean-Francois.
Yes, good evening. The Public Works Committee met this evening. We had several requests to our committee. And the first one was actually the Jingle Jug race that will be taking place in front of the Elks Club on 11th of this month. And we also have a request for 2-hour parking in front of 261 and 263 East Main Street. And that should be reflected in a resolution on our next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Unfinished business.
Nothing this evening.
New business.
We have a resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Ram-Kasoon, to reschedule the public hearing Tuesday, December 20th, to hear any and all persons wishing to be heard on the proposed lot line change for heritage restoration properties.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderwoman Ram-Kinsoon. Any discussion? Yes, Jerry.
I'm just going to ask, and John Numchuck has said he will do this, that we also put the street address on this, because most people don't know when they look at block, section, lot number, what property we're talking about. So he's going to add that to our public hearing notice so people will know where this is. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? And I'm an aye. Okay.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean-Francois, second by Alderman Kleiner, to authorize the treasurer to transfer $2,000 within the 2016 DPW budget to cover the cost of rental of a loader from Boyce Excavating.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean-Francois, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And I'm an aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner, second by Alderman Witt, to authorize the treasurer to transfer $2,000 within the Senior Center 2016 budget to complete repairs needed for the vehicle inspection on the 2009 and 2007 shuttle buses.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ram-Kasoon, second by Alderman Johnson, to authorize the treasurer to transfer $7,500 within the Finance 2016 budget for replacement of carpet in the Finance office.
Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ram-Kinsoon, seconded by Alderman Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, second by Alderman Jean-Francois, to authorize the treasurer to transfer $5,160 within the Fire Department 2016 budget to cover additional and enhanced firefighter physicals.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, seconded by Alderman Jean-Francois. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderwoman Ram Kasoon, to authorize the mayor to sign the assessment collector's warrant for 2017.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderwoman Ram Kinsoon. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, second by Alderman Kleiner, to authorize the mayor to sign a contract with the County of Orange for the Stop DWI enforcement crackdown for 2016 and 2017.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, second by Alderman Witt, to authorize the mayor to sign an agreement with CDM Smith for engineering services provided wastewater treatment, organics, co-digestion, and co-generation.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, second by Alderman Kleiner, to authorize the treasurer to transfer a total of $8,512.55 within the Senior Center 2016 budget to cover overages in personal services for the balance of the year.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderwoman Ram Kasoon, to authorize the mayor to sign the Northeast Association Management, Inc. contract for third-party administrative services.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderwoman Ram Kinsoon. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, second by Alderman Kleiner, to authorize the mayor to sign a contract with Alpine Environmental Services for mold assessment and remediation design plan to be performed at 45 to 53 North Street for the Rail Trail Commons project.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, second by Alderman Kleiner, to authorize the mayor to sign a contract with Net Management for the revised storage and legacy services for 2017.
Sponsored by Alderman John Francois. The resolutions seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman John Francois. It's resolution to approve SECRA for the four-lot subdivision for property located at 8, 10 to 12, 14, and 16 Houston Avenue Extension.
A resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Discussion. Can't. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman John Francois. The resolution to approve the four-lot subdivision for property located at 8, 10 to 12, 14, and 16 Houston Avenue Extension.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, second by Alderman Kleiner, to amend Chapter 475 zoning, Section 475-6 zoning map to add the new map dated June 1st, 2016.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ram Kasoon, second by Alderman Johnson, to authorize the treasurer to transfer a total of $6,104.47 within the 2016 budget to cover expenses that came in higher than anticipated.
Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ram Kinsoon, seconded by Alderman Johnson. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, second by Alderman Johnson, to approve and authorize the mayor to sign an agreement with CPL for work needed in the current skimming operation at Indigot to transfer $28,500 from the water fund balance to fund the work.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, seconded by Alderman Johnson. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner, second by Alderman Witt, to authorize the treasurer to transfer a total of $5,200 within the 2016 Paramount budget.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, second by Alderwoman Ram Kasoon, to authorize the mayor to sign all necessary documents pertaining to a grant in the amount of $10,000 provided by Assemblywoman Gunther to be applied toward the King Street pedestrian walkway.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, seconded by Alderwoman Ram Kinsoon. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Kleiner, to approve the sewer alternative realignment at the drainage culvert on Houston Avenue.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner, second by Alderman John Francois, for the execution of the payment in lieu of taxes, which is a pilot agreement for 2 subdivided parcels by and among the City of Middletown and the Bella Vista 2 Housing Development Fund Company.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Discussion.
I just want to point out that we approved this pilot in all its detail a year ago, last November, and this came from their subdividing the project so into 2 separate lots, and so the pilot gets subdivided basically the same way. So it's something we've already approved, and we're just making it apply to the new subdivision.
It's accurate. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, second by Alderman John Francois, to replace Resolution 293-15 on September 15, 2015, determining that the action is a Type 2 action under SECRA for the Black Dirt Sewer.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Burr, seconded by Alderman John Francois.
Finally, we also already approved this whole SECRA, but there was incorrect citation in the SECRA document, so it's just paperwork basically correcting that. Thank you.
Any other? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
That is all for new business.
Local laws.
Nothing this evening.
Kate?
Mr. President, I move the accounts be audited, the claims be adjusted, and the city treasurer be authorized to issue warrants for their payment.
Seconded by Alderman John Francois. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Motion for adjournment.
So moved.